Hope you're having a beautiful evening, a fantastic day, and a wonderful weekend. I'm all briared up with some cola. Big shout out to everybody doing lives today. I got to make it to a couple, so that was very nice. And it's a good night for a live. Had a crazy day today, and I am glad it is evening and nighttime now. And I've got a little bit of a blend I mated. I got a little bit of a blend I mated. It tried to turn me down, but it couldn't resist my charm. Anyway, it has Kentucky and Lane VCA and a little bit of Latakia, a little bit of Burley. Hey, DDT, Sweet Muffins, how you guys doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Great evening. All that good stuff. It's good to be here. Last night was crazy, man. And no, Jeff, not a fun way. Not a lot of Latakia. That's right. That's fun to say. Probably like 15% in this blend. Nice amount. Not too bad. Oh, you just got done doing a live? Did I interrupt you, buddy? I know Smoking Fireman did his. I didn't see a notification, so I started. If I interrupted it, I'm sorry. But welcome in. But anyway, this is a nice, cool, lightly fruity, good smelling blend. Where did I put my matches? There we go. Oh, okay. Hey, Todd. Orange circle, Todd. Made a couple blends today that were good. This is the better of the two, and it has the Kentucky in it. Very, very nice. Kind of sweet, kind of savory a little bit. Right amount of Black Cavendish. You're going to talk to the commission? Oh, to change him? I may have missed it. That's funny. A blue circle Todd and orange circle Todd. I feel privileged. It's like the secret circle thing. Oh, no. So I found out a really cool trick. Hey, Robert. Good to see you. Good to see all of you. That smells interesting. So I tried something. These may not be the best words to be using together right now, but I'm using them. That smells interesting. So I've been trying something. I got to clean this up a little bit, but I'm going to show you guys something really great. Paul, Robert, DDT, everybody who's in here, welcome. I should have cleaned it up a little more first. But it's working. So anyway, I'll show you guys. So I'm talking about it. So Tilted Piper Steve let me in on a little secret the other night. If you were there, you remember me hitting a lid with the hammer. Recovering, how you doing, brother? Dan Lopez, good to see you as well, my friend. So I tried it. So I took a jar and I found this awesome straw that came with a, I don't know, adult sippy cup or whatever the heck. Has this little edge on it. Punched a hole in a lid. This happens to just fit perfectly. And I put this on a jar. And I stick this meerschaum in it. And then every once in a while when I'm smoking, I blow a bunch of smoke into the jar through the straw. This has colored in 2 days. More than the coloring in the last however many months I've owned this pipe. Now, some of this, you take a towel, take a, very, very gentle, like cotton shirt you're not using or whatever, clean it up a little. But most of the color that is on here stays. So that is now tan. And I do need to clean it up a little because I got smudged from some of the moisture. But it actually does color it. He was showing his buffalo pipe. And it colors it. Yeah, I thought of that, Dan. I thought of that earlier. I'm like, oh, one of these days. But I went ahead and stuck some paper towel on the bottom because there was a lot of moisture. And there's white where the edges of this were laying and then tan in the paper towel. So you can see what absorbed into the pipe. Incredible. Just to give a good perspective. No, I'm not on the John, by the way. Boom. I just have TP with me wherever I go. Not for the reasons you think. Yeah. Oh, man. That's right. But it's easy. It's not even fair. John on the John. Yes, this is not one of those videos. Yeah, I was scared, man. I'm like, I'm gonna screw up and breathe in that straw. Draw in the straw. Well, my speech is great. But you just go. Isn't that cool? I can never watch this process happen because I look down at the lid. Boom. Hey, Cody, good to see you, buddy. Then if I get a little particular and don't want any of the smoke to come out real fast, I just drop a screw on the top and it just covers it. I bet that would work, Robert, to be honest. I couldn't believe it, man. I started like 2 nights ago. Or Tuesday night, I think. Tumultuous Tuesday. But then one day I didn't smoke very much. And I only smoked yesterday. I smoked the most of the last few days, which wasn't a whole lot anyway. And just filled it before I went to bed, finished a pipe, filled it when I got up and had a pipe. A couple times a day, man, it takes nothing. But it was crazy tonight, man. Or last night. So I couldn't fall asleep. There you go. I couldn't fall asleep. Laid there, took me till about 2 to settle in real good. Woke up at 4:30 thinking it was 8:30 or 9. I'm like, oh, maybe I can get up and have time to do my Saturday morning smoke. And just seizure after seizure, just boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh, man. So I stayed in bed for a couple more hours and kind of got straightened out. Then I had a colitis episode. Felt like someone hit me in the stomach 3 times with, what did I call it? With a Morning Star. I mean, unreal pain. So then I got things calmed down. My wife and I went for a walk. I visited with my dad. And the evening has been better. But it's like, what I do, like, pick one or the other. I don't need both at the same time. So it was a day. But this evening is a whole lot better. Yeah, that definitely would work. And you can see it's still partly cloudy. But it works. Now it'll condense this stuff, not very much, just over a day or so, over a day and a half. Gets a bit of moisture. But tonight I'll take the meerschaum out. I'll clean it up a little bit. I'll wash the jar out good. And either do it again or not. But man, it's awesome. It actually works. Because Steve showed his oh, Todd, you have a great night, brother. Packed my pipe too tightly. Thanks for stopping in. Man. So this is, I don't even know what to call it, but it's a good blend. Kentucky, Latakia, Burley, Red Virginia, Carolina Red Flake, and some Lane BCA. And that is very nice. Little hint of spicy and savoriness, smokiness. You seem to, man. I enjoyed your live, bud. You could tell you're having a good time. It's not that difficult. as far as just chatting with people, I know I used to have a lot of public speech issues. I was shy. I didn't want to, but I just overcame it. And then I was good at it because I just didn't care what anybody thought. And that is a good place to be because you do your speech and you're good. And it's fun, man. And you get to smoke with everybody here in the YTPC. It's relaxing. I never get any pressure or, people will be like, well, what do you think about this or whatever? But if I'm wrong, someone will tell me, okay, cool. I didn't know that or whatever. You're just visiting with friends and enjoying your smokes and drinking Coca-Cola. And it's original, not that remake they tried to do. I know that was a long time ago. That's right, Robert. Back at you. Totally, man. That's how it feels. It truly does. It's great. Feels like everybody's sitting across on a couch or something and you're just BSing and having a good time. Hey, Carl, how you doing, buddy? Good to have you with us. Yeah, and it's good because I have, mild ADD, so I can look at the picture of me over here, the picture of me over here, this chat, anything in the background. There's lots of things, so I don't just get kind of focused in one spot. So it's kind of nice. And I remind myself I can read. So what are you gentlemen smoking this evening? Yeah, this has been really good. This is one that as you're puffing and getting that aroma, get a lot of appreciation out of like every smoke. And I brought some stuff up here with me to blend with so we can do some blending. And a pen and notebook. I'm like all prepared. And my dad helped me out. He figured since my wife had her birthday that I'd probably appreciate something anyway. So he helped me out with an order. So I will be good. I got some absolutely fantastic deals at Pipes and Cigars. I got all sorts of stuff to blend with. My favorite Virginia blend that's all Virginia that I made, I was low on everything, and now I'm going to have plenty to make that stuff and do more of the work for the Virginia blends I wanted to do with certain Virginias. Nice recovering. Chris cut out a little bit. I had missed the beginning of his. I was a little late because we had dinner, but I've been getting to see everybody's myself. I only missed out on Steve and Kathy's. Oh no, that's tomorrow. Good, that makes me happy. I didn't know what dang day it was until 1 in the afternoon. Oh, very nice. Very nice, guys. Night Train in a Stanwell. I love Stanwell pipes. I've had a Stanwell vanilla tin of tobacco that I didn't like the vanilla note. It was too rich and buttery for me. But I love their pipes. And don't forget to look up Olive Wood Piper. If anybody's looking, he's right there. If anybody's looking for trying a new pipe that's made of olive wood, he's in his season of creation. In other words, the weather is good for him to make it, and it's awesome. He makes great pipes. You get flavor out of them like nothing else. Yeah, me too, Donnie. I've been looking for one like that. I had a few, on order you put in the cart, and you just don't end up getting it sometimes. And man, I waited too long, and I had like 10 of them, and they were just all gone. But I would like a 9mm, and most of them were 6mm. Pray for wisdom. And then very, very soon, my dad and I are going to put insulation in the garage, possibly within the next week, roughly. And it should only take us about a day. If I have a really good day, we could probably do it. And then we just wait for guys to do the electricity, or the guy to do the electricity, and then the other guys to put panels up, and we're done. Well, they do the panels first, then we'll do electricity. And then my dad and I will be making pipes ourselves. It's going to be awesome. That we're going to try to make them? Well, I have high hopes. Hello, Texas Piper. He put hello without an H, so I had to respond accordingly. How you doing, brother? Yeah, I haven't had that one, but I too have heard good of it. Eddie, I need to thank you again, so thank you. I've been going through that box of the blends you sent me and trying a few different blends a day. So it's been very nice. When I didn't feel great or feel up to blending, I could just be like, I want to try something different. And there it was. So I appreciate it, man. It's been fun doing the trades with you, buddy. Ooh, hot chocolate. I really, really liked C&D Comfort. That's one of my favorites. And I'm trying to think, because I had about 6 in the last 2 days, and a couple were ones I had smoked last week. But the Comfort and the Billy Bud Blonde are awesome. Byzantium, I liked the first bowl, but I think when I smoked the second bowl of it today, and I was outside and it was windy, so it kind of ruined it, because it just burnt through it. It's too hot. But it was still good. It was just better the first time when I was taking it slow, sitting down. So that's not on the blend. Just trying to wrap my head around it a little more, kind of figure out how everything goes with it. Hey, Dark Lord. Doing good now, buddy. It's been a really nice evening and nighttime here. How you been doing? Yeah, it's got a really nice flavor. I wish I had known about it earlier. So thank you for sharing it with me. And there was one. Nice, buddy. There's one I just can't think of the name of that I had twice yesterday. I can't. It's driving me crazy. I got the box downstairs, but overall, I think Comfort and Billy Bud Blonde are two of my three favorites. I know there's another one or two I really like. I just can't recall the names. But I've liked them all so far. You know, you just have ones you like more than others, but they're all good. Yeah, and you can get age on Virginia's 2 or 3 years. Awesome. Those are like a whole new blend.
No.
Was that a reach for a pen that just slipped?
Yeah.
Here. I just wouldn't mind it back. Because I'll lose it. Man. Yeah, it has been, Dark Lord. It's been a long time. I thought I'd be up for it, and then today was just crazy. Well, last night and this morning, it was seizures and colitis being buddies. But it's been a pretty good day anyway. Like after that, just took a long time. Like I ate the smallest portions. If you wanna learn how to lose weight fast, I don't recommend this. But if you happen to get colitis and you have a flare up, you have no room for food. Like every bite feels like an ounce or two of food. It's crazy. I had 3 like half forkfuls of my wife's ramen noodles. It felt like I had a 6-ounce steak, and I was disappointed because I hadn't actually had the steak. Man, and I'm excited. I'm excited to get new stuff. I'm waiting. Oh, nice, Hillbilly. That was part of my order, bud. I got different types of Virginias. A couple that I've had recently that were fairly new. And I went ahead and upsized them. The prices were extremely reasonable. Everything I got was under $2 a pound. Like, then you got the 15% off with that promo code or whatever. I saved so much. It was awesome. Yeah, I don't even remember when we played last. It's been a while, man. Well, we've been working on my garage. Yep, you got it, Hillbilly. Their deals are insane. And it's like everything. It's Lane, it's Hearth and Home, it's Sutliff, it's Two Daughters, OMH. I didn't pack this pipe well, but that's all right. So I was going in get stuff that I was like, man, this is cool because it's not like, oh, I got to do a Sutliff order now, which I don't mind. I use a lot of their stuff. Thank you. And then I got to wait to do a lane order, this and that. It was fantastic. That is a very good goal, Eddie. Do you happen to have, if you do the Gawith and Hogarth Balkan mixture, and you mix it like 60-40 with BCA, it's sweet and creamy and smooth and silky. It is one of the best mixings. Man, the Russian men lady like me a lot. Tell you. The bots. My wife gives me a look like, I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm afraid to ask. You know, those Russian men and women. This one is called Vum and Go. I've got a gas station near this area called the Come and Go. I tell you, I don't know what it is. It's got to be the Russian winters. It's winter here now, and then I'm getting all the Russian bots. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's a long time to let a tobacco dry. And you can always try aging some in a jar, or even some of them you can leave in the bags, and they're not bad. But I don't know. I prefer the tobacco. If you can get it where it's kind of springy when it lights, that's really nice. It seems like if I let tobacco dry out at all, it's just crispy and burns fast. They just say hi. They're just automatic links to everywhere that lead to naughty things. Yeah, half hour is probably pretty good. That's probably good enough. If not, I prefer tobacco to be a little bit more moist because then it does burn longer and you tend to get a lot of flavor, but it depends, man. There, so many blends are so different. So I'm excited because I need to make my all Virginia blend again. I'm ready to get some more supplies in. Nice. I think I brought the stuff I need for that one blend. I've been keeping track pretty good. RD, your circle is pink. How are you doing, brother? I know, that was a weird greeting. And Paul, it's good to see you if I didn't say hi. Hello. Yeah, pretty much. I brought my blending bowl, one of them. I have to be careful because my blending bowls quickly become Frankenstein blend bowls. What am I even making? Okay. Oh, I left the yellow Virginia. Okay, this one's going to be, I was going to blend Meadowlark. This is going to be Morden. Which is Virginia Slices, Turkish, and Lane BCA, and it's very good. Oh, no, I brought my yellow. Okay. Did I bring Kentucky? Man, I got all sorts of... I'm getting all mixed up. That's all right. I'll figure it out in the long run. Actually, I think I do have the stuff for... I left the Oriental. All right. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Paul. Nice, Hillbilly. Looking forward to it, man. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, I had everything but Orientals up here. Can you believe it? So we'll make something anyway. What the heck? Sutliff, Virginia slices. Some Turkish. Buy you some bot, boy. A little bit of Lane BCA. I've been digging that being condimentally used. It's nice. I know, and I ordered my brother pipes. Phil sent them. He said Thursday or Friday. They showed him Friday. And then there was a potential for today. And it got there just a little too late, so it won't be here till Monday. And I'm going to go to town tomorrow anyway. But now I'll make a separate trip Monday, which will be worth it for Steve's pipes. So it's a good thing I didn't make plans with my brother this weekend, because he was going to be busy. I already talked to him. He said, yeah, I said, I should have it by Saturday. Was there a day you'd like to meet up and share some new blends? And he said, well, I'm going to be busy this weekend. And it's a good thing he was busy. Hey, Steve, how you doing? I need to do crosswords. I actually enjoyed them. All right, where I'm at. Turkish, BCA, Sutliff, Virginia slices. Maybe some Kentucky. That should be good. Whatever. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I saw the picture. Now for something different, I'm like, that looks pretty dang cool. Of course, I was getting notifications 6 hours after the fact, Steve, so I'm sorry that... I feel like today's Sunday. I know that was a video, but I feel like I missed your live today. It's been a strange occurrence for me today, thinking that it's Sunday. It's crazy. That's tomorrow. And I may have a couple Google Meets. It was a rough morning, Steve. I apologize, buddy. I woke up thinking it was 8:30 or 9. I'm like, man, I think I got enough rest. But it's dark out. Why is it that dark this late, And I thought maybe I can get up and it's still 8 something and I can do a morning smoke. And I'm like, shoot, it's 4:30. And it started moving around and was having a lot of seizures today. Then Colitis wanted to be friends. They were tag teaming. And it was a good matchup on their team. I was by myself, so I didn't win. And I'm hoping tomorrow morning we could do a Google Meet because I missed that. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good now, RD. And thanks for asking, Dark Lord. She's doing good, buddy. We had a cold a little while back, but she's doing really good. It'll probably be, I gotta think, Eastern time. I'll put out a message, an invite when I start it. I mean, if I wake up and everything's going really good and it's like 7 or 8 Eastern, maybe 9 Eastern. Just depends on the time. Usually it's 9 a.m. Eastern. And I usually do it on Saturday. I just couldn't do it today. And then, usually within an hour either direction of that. But I'll open it up and send the invites while it's open. So when you get it, you'll know it's open. It's difficult. Mornings are usually the rougher time of the day for me. Oh, I'm 2 hours behind Eastern also. So for you, yeah, 7 in the morning. If I'm up and feeling good, I'll start it even sooner. But mornings are just, you never know. You just never know. Yeah, man, I can't believe that, Steve. It's amazing. Oh, your wife and you're under the weather? Yeah. I was hoping you'd feel a lot better by now, buddy. Yeah, that's a good one, Robert. All right, we'll see how this is. This smells very good. Sometimes Latakia, depending on the brand, would bother me. And I got to say, man, I've been using it just little bits with several blends and enjoying the heck out of them. Yeah, that tip is amazing, Steve, because those are days I smoked less. And I'd look at that jar and light it. Although yesterday it was almost like, oh, there's needs more smoke in there. I need to get another bowl because I was going through them faster. But an incredible tip. And I really like it because it's coloring it with smoke, which is how I wanted it colored. I didn't want to add anything, sometimes you do oil or you do different tips, and I just didn't want to mess with it. I thought I'll just color it while I smoke it. And man, this is just ridiculous. How well it works. It is so helpful. I'm going to have to start a business of coloring people's meerschaums. I'll be like, I don't put them in my mouth and smoke them. I'll have it colored a year's worth in a half a week. I'm the same way, Hillbilly. Oh man, this is good. A bit kind of toasted. Those Virginias are tasting good. Oh, there you go, Robert. Yeah, this is a. I think I grabbed some of my older stuff for the Virginia, and that with the Kentucky together are really good. But this is. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm not generally a big fan, but I do like the Sutliff TS18 Latakia or Latakia. And use just a small amount. I like it a lot, especially if there's a little bit of Lane BCA in there. Also used a small amount. Yeah, that was a rotten deal. I still feel bummed about for you, Dan. Awesome RD. I enjoy Nightcap. Isn't working as well. Oh, there we go. Hey, Dingus, how you doing, buddy? Making magic. Mm-hmm. There you go, Dingus. With the smoke so thick, the blues can't hang around. Another drama Irish. Oh, yeah, Dan. It's all backwards for me, man. I used to get up early all the time. I'd even work nights and be up early because I either work into the next day and go to whatever. So if I have a rough morning and can't get out of bed, my odds with myself because I'm like, oh, good, I'm up. Let me get out. Let's get going. And my mind's like, no, you can't. You're just gonna go fall on the floor or whatever. 620. Oh, there you go, Dan. DDT. It's Jay. How you doing, brother? Smoking some Sutliff, Virginia slices with Kentucky, some Turkish, and a pinch of Lane BCA, and it's very nice. An ounce and a half or a wee bit more. That's a dram. Okay. I've heard that before somewhere. I just did not remember it. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Northwestern Piper. I'm watching the chat, but I know sometimes I miss something going through. So if I missed anybody, hello and welcome. I hope you are enjoying the heck out of your weekend and your pipe. And Monday, knock on wood, I should have a box opening video for you guys. And then sometime down the road, I'll have another one. Because I was able to make an order. So I'm very, very happy with that. Making magic. Looks like a milkshake almost. Or dry ice in a jar. That sounds good. Something brilliant shared by Kilted Piper Steve that works better than he said. My mind was like, it does look, I know, I was joking with my wife about that. I'm like, looks like I'm spitting. She's like, I know you're not spitting. She wouldn't want me in here if I were spitting. Smells like sun-kissed orange. So, as long as it's okay with Steve, I'll tell you, because I should ask. Rightfully, it's his deal. But he gave me a tip, and it works very, very well. But I'll wait. If it's okay, Steve, just let me know, and I'll share it with him. Yeah, could you imagine spitting in the straw there and going across the living room? I don't know if I have anything that dings. Yeah. Sounds pretty cool. All right, buddy. So what I'm doing, to remember, well, I don't remember if you remember. And Tumultuous Tuesday, Kilted Piper Steve was talking about, he showed us his buffalo meerschaum. Do you remember? And you could see the color. Now, I had seen him smoke that not long ago. And I was like, holy cow, that just got like a few months worth of age on it. And I know he hadn't been smoking it that, quite that frequently. And all you do is you smoke a pipe, you put your meerschaum in a jar with a hole in the lid, and you stick a straw in it. Now, just so the smoke stays in there better, I just drop the screw just in the top. It just stops from the top of it right there and just kind of keeps it a little more tightly sealed a little bit. But I put my meerschaum in there without the stem. I blow smoke in there. It did about a year's worth of coloring in 2 nights. And I haven't smoked that many pipes the last few days. So when I smoke, I blow a bunch into here, keep it cloudy. It ain't cheating. So I had it leaning like this. Okay. Like this towards one side of the jar. It covered the entire thing. And then the top like 80%, a little more. So I got it so it's kind of like this now. Evenly like this. And it colors even. You can't tell. It's not cheating, Donnie, and I'll tell you why. There's no way today I would have smoked my meerschaum with the seizures I was having. So I call it catching up. Also, it's still coloring it through smoking. And it isn't using any liquid or anything else. But it works like you wouldn't believe. Hey, Greg, you other great man. How you doing, brother? Oh my gosh, Eddie. That is perfect. Hey, what's cheating is when they pre-color your meerschaum and you order it anyway. That's closer to cheating. But then again, you can tell that it's not colored through the smoke. It's colored artificially. So, to each their own. But I agree, Dingus, there aren't any rules. And Steve thought of it. I had no idea about it. And he was nice enough to share it. He said, look at this meerschaum. You remember my buffalo meerschaum? He held it up. I'm like, oh my gosh. But it works. Try it for 2 days, Robert. You notice it a little bit part way in the first day. And then when you take it out of the jar in like 2 days, you're like, wait, what? This is the whole bowl. Colored even to the very edge where like threads start on the shank and stuff. It totally could, RD. There's got to be a way. Well, you could do that. You just color part of it. Like cover it with some sort of tape or something or a cloth and have it only mostly absorb around the edge. But it works, and it works really fast. You're looking at, depending on how much you smoke, let's say you smoke 3 pipes a day, and while you're smoking, you keep a jar with your meerschaum in it full of smoke. You just make sure there's smoke in it. You fill it right before your pipe ends. It'll color a day, probably 2 or 3 months worth. Easy. Oh, it seems to give the glow pretty well, Dan. Now, when I smoke it itself and it's getting it from the tobacco juice on the inside, it will be better. But it's pretty dang close because it absorbs it from the inside of the bowl and the outside. The smoke gets all over the pipe, and there's a little bit of moisture. So it does really well. You can see the pores. So even when I cleaned it up and wiped a little bit, like any moisture off, it's still coloring the outside, as well as, like, you can see if you look at the shank, you can see it absorbing color. So then I'll just do this in between smokes, and then I'll smoke it, and I'll just do all of it. Three pipe switches. You have a good night, Carl. Thanks for joining, buddy. Great to see you. Yeah, I can't smoke it as much as I'd like to, so I'm making up for it. But it's outside and in through the pipe, so it's pretty cool. So tomorrow or Monday, probably Monday, or tomorrow morning if I have a good morning, I'll clean it up a little bit and look at it. But I just say it's catching up. Because if I was a little bit steady, I would smoke that meerschaum at least a couple of times every day. Yep. You got it, buddy. I've got new. No, this one's mine. I've got new glasses cloths that I'll use for it. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. Been driving me nuts all day. You know, it's funny that that's coming from you, a guy named Sweet Muffins. So I take you seriously. I'm going to smoke it next, actually. Because you do notice, you're right, Dan, you do notice kind of some on the surface. But once you wipe that off, then you can see the change that has stayed. It's fun to watch because you're actually seeing it more than once a day change in front of your eyes. Wow, settled in muffins. You do it, Dingus. You wear a tutu and go for a walk at the same time. We need a lunt video, lunting the tutu. Oh gosh, there you go, hillbilly. We dram more. Oh, that was a good one, Dingus. Muffins don't blow your top. That's a good one. Ooh, that is a good idea, Dan. No, and to be honest, someday I do hope to have a second meerschaum. Someday down the line. And that one I will not do any. That'll be only smoke and go from there. But this one I feel I'm coloring it with the smoke. And I don't have to worry about throwing it across the room and breaking it. So I just do that. Sweet muffins. Oh my gosh, it totally does. Recovering. And then I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get the garage done, and I'm excited to do a giveaway. I've got so many good blends. Man, it's crazy, and somebody's got to win some stuff. I'm hoping within 2 months. I just have to see how it goes. Wow. Hey, and today we went for a little walk, and I found some more absolutely perfect steel for tampers. So now, and they're nice, heavy ones, kind of like Mabu's, but a little bit thicker. They're going to be really, really nice tampers. So as soon as that shop's done, I got all sorts of stuff to do. I got tampers and pipes to work on. I got to finish Patrick's. He's a great friend. He's been a great sport. I tried to bring it in and work on it in here, and I don't want to have. That's right, DDT. Oh, gosh. There you go, Robert. I just don't want to have metal shavings make it inside, no matter how I can be careful with it. I don't want any making it onto the carpet or into the carpet or any of that stuff. So I can't really do the tamper making inside like I was trying with the cold and the wind and the brightness. So when the shop's done, I'm going to kick it into overdrive. Where you guys are going to see some more options for leather pipe pouches again. I'm going to get some boxes out. We're going to have pipes. We're going to have tampers. And then maybe we'll do like bundles or some kind of thing. But I'm excited for it. We're going to have some awesome stuff to offer up. And man, my dad is all excited to make pipes. We used to do woodworking together all the time. All right, take good care, Dark Lord. It's always a pleasure to see you, brother. Much love back. Thank you for the support. And I hope we can play again soon, man. Just very happy to see you. He usually plays GTA 5, a few other games. But he streams games on Twitch, and he's really fun to watch. And then we played Star Wars Battlefront 2, For Honor, and Division 2, and Red Dead Redemption 2. But any of those, if it's a day I can even play, which is not as often as I would love. One day riding the horse, just the movement can bother me, so I may not be able to do Red Dead. And another day, certain character actions, like lately just having third person or first person move around, that's something I haven't been able to tolerate. So that's why I haven't been on for weeks. Division 2 is something. Dark Lord and I are awesome at making builds. And if we do the multiplayer versus, I am ruthless. Because I am a chicken. So you get the players that have all shooter builds and they want to rush in your face and get you. And I throw stuff and then run away like a chicken. I'll have a seeker mine that'll go in and kill somebody instantly or bleed them to death. If they don't start right when they get hit, if they have to have at least 1.2 million armor, at least, they're still going to die. If they don't have at least 1.5 million and they start using a med kit right away, they're going to bleed out. And then I have a hive, 2 hits. I mean, you better have at least 1.2 million armor, because 2 hits from that will clear you out, man. It's not even fair. You get players with resistance on their characters to that stuff, it still drops them. It makes them so mad. So I'm like a glass cannon squirrel. I throw stuff and then hide far away. Then wipe people out and they get angry. But it's pretty fun. The first division, they flat out lied. If you watch the intro videos, the announcement videos, they lied. But it still turned out to be really good and really fun. And then Division 2 was something different. They're going to make a change to it coming up, so I hope I can play it again soon. And yeah, I get wicked, man. Like when Division 2 is first out, depending on whatever update they do, I'll go in the dark zone. I'll be like, I'll make my guy have a shield build, which is all technician stuff, which also caters to damage. I'll pull out a shield that can take some punishment. They'll try to destroy the shield. I'll throw a hive. It'll start bleeding them. I used to do Call of Duty. I do have whatever Call of Duty is now. I don't remember what it's called. I haven't played it for a little while. Like I said, for the past few weeks especially, just the movement has been bothersome. That's pretty fun, though. And I'm cheap, man. I'm not a camper, but I'll run in the middle of the action and lay down in like a middle of a yard or behind part of a swing when people can't see me, and I just gun them down, and get up and move and lay somewhere else. But I don't sit there and like snipe from a corner. I'm like a mobile camper. I'm like a temporary camper. I don't know what you call that. I'm a squatter. I don't like multiplayer in a lot of games. You know what? Exactly, Eddie. Well, and I used to play, my brother, the first real shooter game I played was Halo. My brother had an Xbox before I did. I think I was like 11 or 12. And my brother and his friend were first and third in the nation at Halo multiplayer. So if they didn't have anything going on, any tournaments or anything of their skill level, they just verse each other and get better. So in order for me to play with them, it was either I got better or I hated it and I left. And I said, well, I want to play. So then I got really good at it. Then when you went from Halo 1, where the grenade radius for explosions like 20 feet, 30 feet, and you can dodge grenades there, then you go to Halo 2 and 3, where the grenades barely do anything, and you're jumping over people, killing them, doing weird maneuvers, and they're like, where is the guy? You go back to the kill cam, and they can't see you at all. And you're like, they should have seen me and killed me. It's cheap. Oh, Robert, have a great night, buddy. Thanks for joining in, man. Yeah, and that's part of why I want to do more things. I try to play when I can, but it's just not often anyway, and I don't want to get stuck. And part of it for me is I am supposed to rest a lot, and when you're supposed to really not do much, there's nothing else to do. Smoke a pipe and sit there is always good, but even I could do that all day, but I miss doing stuff. So if I can get that garage set up so it's comfortable, then I can work on stuff and enjoy myself. Then occasionally when I can play a game, I'll enjoy it, milk it, have a great time. A really great game for PC is Dawn of War. Dawn of War 1 has 3 expansions, so it's got 4 games. They all follow a story, but they're all great. And then they have Dawn of War 2 and Chaos Rising, and I don't like any after that, but they're tactical and they're RTS, or real-time strategy. I like those games. Or Stronghold Crusader. I love reading when I can. I do really good with this, but a lot of times if I'm trying to read a book, I'm getting really into it, then I start focusing too much or trying to do too much thinking, or the reading gets stressful, or I skip words in my mind. And so it makes it easier to get worn out faster, which tends to lead to me staring into space. So I would like to read more, and that is my goal this year. I'm looking at trying another medication. It's a small amount you take regularly, and it's for nighttime. And there's a good chance it can help me get better sleep more often and help with better days. So I'm hoping that'll make the difference where I can read a lot more, because I do miss it. I haven't been able to read much in 9 years. And a big part of that was not just epilepsy, but a big part of that was West Nile, where it made it much more difficult to read and put things together. I had to go back and kind of relearn speech. So that makes it more difficult. But yeah, I've been actually thinking about that recently, and I kind of think I'll do that. I think how it'll end up working is after I made a pipe or worked on one, then when I'm sitting down smoking, taking a break, I might do the audiobooks. But even having an audiobook and trying to make a pipe can be too much focus. It can be too much stimulation for the epilepsy. So it's got to be the right day, because I'll have sound sensitivity. Like, it's kind of like those days where like you notice your spouse chewing food more than other days, or the crinkle of a chip bag sounds more echoey. And it'll happen for even just like one day I was just taking tissues out of a box, and it was causing me more issues because I had high sensitivity. So I'm hoping with this other medication that I should be on within the next few months, and hoping with everything working out and getting maybe some better sleep, then maybe even audiobooks would be good. But just depends on the day. Some days I can do okay with brightness until a certain type of light crosses my path. And some days sound can just be too much. It's crazy. But I think I do appreciate the suggestion, because I think that would be more, I think that'd be a good step. Oh, I got you, Eddie. There you go. Take care, Mon Claude. Great to see you, brother. thanks for being here, man. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great Sunday. And we'll catch up next time, buddy. Hey, honey. Dingus asks, how come that Mabu doesn't do lives with you anymore? You want to come over? I'm okay with that, with how you are. I'm okay with how you are. You got flour everywhere? She's been baking this evening. She's got flour. She's wearing black clothes. She's got flour everywhere. Flowers everywhere. She just said, I don't know. Now I know lately, whenever I have a rougher day, that's more on her. Oh, that did not sound good. Whenever I have a rougher day, that's more on her. What I mean is that's more she has to deal with. So a lot of days, by the time I'm doing this, she can go, okay, he's sitting there, he's relaxing, his stress is going better, everything's all good. I can sit down and relax. So a lot of it's been that, where she finally gets some time and she's ready to just kind of enjoy herself, watch what she wants to watch, make phone calls with people, and just kind of do her own thing. Yeah, a lot of times I do a live, she's like, I'm ready for bed. So she's not ready to be on camera when I'm doing them half the time. So just kind of a combination of just busy most of the time and worn out. But she's been, man, we've been seeing a lot of family lately. It's been good, but these last couple months, especially around Christmas time, like you guys know, we didn't have to drive real far, thank goodness. But it was just a lot for her to deal with. And not that anybody was bad or anything. It was just, she did a lot of the organizing and a ton of driving. So when we get some time where we're caught up on stuff, then it's just like, okay, I need a break. This kind dingus. But I'm hoping she'll be on a live soon. She said she'd be on one soon. And we're thinking a couple weeks ago, and it just didn't happen. But yeah. But she said she's ready to pretty soon anyway. I'm hoping soon. He said, yeah, sure. First he said, fair enough. Then he said, yeah, sure. But she did. And she's like, yeah, the yeah, sure game doesn't work. And she'll go, okay, whatever, and do her own thing. But like right now, she's listening to music and chatting with her sisters and all that good stuff. Hey, it's Phil Rivara. Phil Rivara. Fill your pipe with some Rivara. That's what I just got done smoking, Phil. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, but hopefully soon, dingus. Hopefully soon. Oh, man. Yeah, we miss it too, Dark Lord. It's just, if I can't play, then a lot of times she'll play something else, or a lot of times lately it's just catch up on laundry, stuff like that, and then watch a show and either hang out together or watch a show and go to bed. But we miss it, bud. Hey, Phil, you noticed. Oh, recovering know-it-all said his wife has made it crystal clear she will never participate in a video live or recorded. She likes my wife likes the videos and the Google Meets. And oftentimes she's not in Tumultuous Tuesday